You are able to see my screen? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Dow theory is the base of financial market and the technical analysis. Whatever chart patterns, chart analysis we see. So Dow theory is the base because market functions in a cycle, right? So there are phases. One is trending market, one is accumulation, one is distribution. So I'll show you how Dow theory plays an important role and when to take entries. So to uh, tell you about Dow theory, I am taking help of Renko charts, right? Because that's the easiest way to explain Dow theory. So Dow theory says that anytime, if so, Dow theory is to identify the trend in the market, right? So Dow theory says that market should create. So this is the starting point. So market will go in trend. So so market functions in waves, right? So first it will go higher, it will come lower. So this was the start point, and now this is the second point, right? So this is start. So market started from here. Let's say 100. At 100 it started. It went to 105. Came down at 103. Again went up. Again came down. Again went up. So market goes in this fashion, right? So the idea is that every time market will go in wave pattern, right? And Dow theory is all about waves. So it goes like this, right? So this is the starting point. This is the first high that the market has made, again retraced back. So this was the start point, and this is the first low. So we'll mark it as low. The next high that is formed, which was higher than this high. So this is known as higher high. And this low was formed above this low. So this is lower. So this is higher low. Again market going here. So this is again higher high and higher low. Are you all with me? Are you all with me till here? Right. So market functions in a wave. So it will create high, it will create a low, it will create a higher high, it will create a higher low. When it comes down, it will create something like this. It might create a same low, again might go up, might create same high, which was so here. This was the higher high. Now this time the market came down. Right. So this became a lower high. So this was the higher high and it has made a lower high and a lower low. Again, market, if it's going down, it will go like this. So it will be lower lows forming and this will be lower highs. Are you all with me with this wave? You can switch on your camera and tell me. Are you all, you can switch on your microphone and tell me that you are with me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Because this is the basic. If you don't understand this, all chart patterns will be difficult to understand. Right? So market will function in this wave, right? This theory is known as Dow theory. So there are a lot of complex books written on this, but the easiest way to understand this, market functions in a wave, and it will create lower low, lower high, or higher highs and higher low. So this is an uptrend. So this move is an uptrend, this move is a downtrend. Right? This is as simple as this, and you can observe this very clearly on charts. Right? So we'll start marking higher highs and higher low. Now let's take this as a starting point. So this is our starting point, right? So we'll mark this as 1 point. Market made a high, so we'll mark it as high. Again a low, so we'll mark it as a low. Made a higher high, made a higher low, made same high, but made higher low. That means the trend is still intact. Then again going up, made a higher high. Now you look at this point. This made same low, lower high, lower low, right? So this is Dow theory. Did you understand this concept? Did you
Yes, sir.
understand this concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm plotting everything in charts so that it's practical, right? Because if I teach only theory, it won't help you. So I thought, because financial markets are very important to be learned on charts, right? So this was an uptrend. So if you see the entire chart of Nifty is an uptrend. See, creating, so lower low, again lower low, lower low. Now this low was breached, but again regained, came up, again formed a lower high. So it is forming, always forming a lower high, and higher highs are getting in place, right? That means from this chart we can say Nifty is an uptrend. In longer term, it is an uptrend, right? So if we go now at this point, so this is the recent chart. So if you plot this, if you see, this is the higher high, the peak, then made a low, made a lower high, made a lower low, again at the same level, so same highs, and then started making lower low, making lower high, making now same lows. So this low, this high is again a same high, right? So if you see in this phase, new highs are not getting formed, but lower lows are getting formed. Lower low or same lows are getting formed. So from this chart, you can see that we are kind of in a downtrend in Nifty now, in shorter term time frame. So maybe now Nifty might start correcting. So correction means it will come down from its peak, right? So this is Dow theory, forming lower low, lower highs, right? Did you understand this concept?
Yes, sir.
All clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
So we'll take. So these are the
Excuse me, sir, I
chart
have a
patterns. Yeah, ask me. Yes, Ranjit.
Sir, what is the time period should we see this higher high and higher low, sir? There should be a
There is
certain
no time period.
no, sir.
No, there is no time period. You have to see
How
that
we
the
can-
lower, the earlier low should not get breached if it's in an uptrend. And so it can take many days to form this also, right? So this is a very clear chart because we are using Renko, so it is very easy because it plots only price. So I'll show the candlestick chart also, right? So if this is the low, this low should be protected. So this low should not be breached. Now this low should not be breached. So breach means it should not come below this point. This point it should not come. This it should not come. This part, this. Now this was the low. It got breached. Again made a low. Right. So it can take as many days. We don't know. Right. Because there are phases in market. So when we touch 7,000 in Nifty, from there we are in a bull market. Right. And now it is consolidating. Consolidating means it is trading in a very tight range. So we call it as consolidation. So market goes, so market has this phases. It will accumulate here. So prices will be here accumulating. So this is an accumulation zone. The moment price breaches this, it goes in an uptrend, start again consolidating for some time. It might go up, again start consolidating, and can come down. So every time when market is in a range and gives a breakout means it has come out of this region, right? Whenever this happens, this part happens, so we could say that this phase was accumulation phase. So accumulation phase is where people try to buy it and hold for a longer period of time. So market is moved not by day traders. The market moves by investors. So here people have accumulated, they have bought. So market has gone up. Again, buyers have come here, accumulated. Again, buyers. So now at this place, this region was breached. These lows were breached and market fell down. So this was a distribution phase. So distribution phase, just hold on for a second. Yeah. So these are the phases of market that it will accumulate, this will accumulate, again reaccumulation, and this part, whenever the market falls down, it is distribution, right? Distribution means now people are selling here. So everything works on the principle of economics. So if at this period buyers are more and there are less sellers, so market, so at every stage there were buyers. Here also there was fight between buyers and sellers, and at the end, because this was breached, so we can say buyers won the war. Again it came here, again there was a war between buyers and seller. So whenever there is a fight between buyer and seller, you should not trade the markets. No, right now in this phase we don't know who will win. Now it has breached, so we can say sellers won this war. So again, and we can name this phase as distribution. So whenever buyer wins a war, we call it as accumulation. Whenever sellers win the war, we say it's a distribution. Are you all clear with this?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
all clear with this? Okay. I'm going slow because this is the basic, right? If you don't understand this, it will not make sense in going to patterns, right? It is very important to understand in which phase the market is in right now. So now, if we see from this high, from the high, this I have marked, right? So market is trading in this phase. Whenever market is in this phase, we don't know whether this is accumulation or distribution. So if the market comes down, that means this phase was distribution. If market goes higher from this point, we can say it was again accumulation, right? So at right now the Nifty is trading at 14,496. So we don't know at this point whether we are in accumulation zone or distribution zone. So generally it is best time to avoid markets, right? Till the time you don't get clear trend. So this is basic. This theory is known as Dow theory. So you can study more about this theory, right? So we'll go to candlestick charts. So I'll show you on 1 minute time frame. So today I was checking this pace. See, if you can see this part, right? Trading in a same rectangle box. So we don't know whether this is accumulation or distribution. Right now we are waiting. So it gave, so this was the breach of box, right? But again market came here and now again trying to go back, right? So again if this comes, in the same zone, in this zone, if it again come back, right, we can say this part is known as false breakout. So this is false breakout. So this is generally to trap people who don't understand markets. Right. So right now we are trading in this zone from 11 to 12:30, from almost for an hour. We are trading in the same box. So our idea should be, if we want to trade in any direction, we have to wait. Either we have to wait. So this is the line. So either we have to wait that market goes above this point, or market comes below this point. So if it crosses this, we'll buy. If it crosses below this line, we'll sell. Right? Because for us in a shorter term time frame, there is a accumulation or distribution zone that we don't know what's happening here in this range. Right? So these are candlestick charts. Right? Forming in the same pattern. Right? But if you see as from the point of Dow theory, right? Now let us see the same box in form of Dow theory. See, this was the first low. It made a high. So this was the high. Made higher low. Made lower high. Right? So it is again consolidating. Again it breached, made a higher high, made a higher low. So this low is above this low. So this is higher low. Again went up, made a higher high. And this low is above this low. So this is an higher low. Again, this is a lower high. Now, if we consider this candle is in formation, but right now, this is a higher low, higher than this low, right? So again, we are in a contraction, right? So whenever this contraction happens, this part, this contraction, these are known as triangle patterns. So these are triangle. Again, this is one more triangle which is forming, right? So the image I shared in the morning, right? So the image I shared in the morning, so just try to identify. So we'll just try to identify the patterns right now, right? So if you see, this is a higher low, and again, this is one line, right? So right now we are in this ascending pattern, ascending triangle pattern. You're able to see ascending triangle?
Yes, sir.
So we are right now in ascending triangle pattern. So I'll draw it more accurately. So I'm using trend lines. So this is one trend line, and this red line is one more pattern, right? So if you see, this is a ascending triangle which is getting formed. Now see, the ascending triangle is a bilateral pattern. Bilateral means if this level is getting crossed, we'll buy. If this is getting breached, if this level gets breached, we'll buy. If this gets breached, we'll sell. Because ascending triangle is a bilateral pattern. Bilateral pattern means it can go in either direction. That is bilateral pattern. right? So we'll wait for a second. There's a power cut here. So I lost my second screen from which I was sharing the charts, right? But you can still observe. For you, the chart will be visible. For me, it's not visible because the power is not there. Okay. So we are back. Okay. So right now we are in a bilateral pattern. So we don't know in which direction the market will go. Right. Am I audible? Am I
Yes,
audible?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So this is a bilateral pattern. So I'll show you more patterns in the charts. Right. Now let's check for a reversal pattern, which is a double top. So this is the double top pattern, right? So we'll try to identify where is double top. You're able to see this point?
Yes, sir.
Right. So if you compare this part, this is your neckline, right? It formed a double top. So whenever there is a double top, so this is resembling more to the head and shoulder pattern, this pattern. The second pattern. You're able to see head and shoulder. So
Yes.
head and shoulder patterns are a selling pattern, right? We sell in head and shoulder patterns, right? So let's check where is our head and shoulder. 1 second. So this was the head and shoulder pattern. Right, and this was the neckline. It got broken and market fell down. Right, are you able to see this? Are you able to understand what I'm sharing? Right.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you enter here, so your entry is at this point and this shoulder. For here, this shoulder is your stop loss. And this is your entry point. Okay, and market fell down. So this is how you have to identify patterns on charts. So at initial time, it is difficult to understand, very difficult to identify what pattern, what it is going through. But once you observe multiple time frame, multiple charts, you will be able to identify. Right. So if you see logic from a logic point of view, right, this is entirely so if you see, this is all charts, all patterns are based on Dow theory, right? This was the low that market created. So if we are considering this double top, this was the low, market made a high, again market made a same high, could not breach, and this was the low. When market fell down below this point, so it was in the process of forming lower low, right? Because market works in trend, So right now it was like this and trying to come down, right? So double top, head and shoulder, all are pattern of distributions. So from there you can expect the market will fall. Are you all with me? Are you able to understand? You have any doubts by now, till now? You have any doubts that you want to ask? You can switch on your camera, microphone and ask me questions. Right. So if you see from a Dow theory perspective, here buyer were in charge. At this phase, sellers became active, and this was the consolidation phase. So it can go for a longer time, right? Market can go for a longer time like this, and then can come back. So all this tops, this pattern is known as all same highs or double top pattern. So it will form double top, triple top, quadruple top, right? Pentatops. So it depends on how many tops it is making, right? So your trade will get initiated, your investment, your entry in the market will get initiated once there is a breach in trend line. Opposite to, so this is a selling pattern, a bearish pattern. The opposite to it is double bottom. So whenever market is creating double bottom, so double bottom logic is market is falling, sellers are in charge. Again, buyers came here, buyers became active, trying to come up. Again came to the same level and again breached this neckline. This shows that buyers are in control. When buyers are in control, we'll see more momentum on the upside. So this is a bullish pattern. Same is head and shoulder, because most of the time, so head and shoulder is like this, right? Buyers, sellers are in control, buyer took charge, so they formed a high, but sellers are still in charge, they are still selling. So we made a lower low. Again, market came up. So this, they again formed a same high. Again, sellers could not push the market lower than this point. If market would have come here, then it could have formed lower low. Then it is a bearish pattern. But again, buyers took control from here and pushed the price higher to form a higher high. Right. So every pattern, what we are seeing, every pattern we are just checking where are buyers and sellers in control, because they are the one who are pushing the market up or down, right? Because it depends on the supply demand theory, right? So everything is based on supply and demand. So we are just identifying where are maximum buyers available, where are maximum sellers available, and we want to trade in that direction. That's the whole idea, right? So till now you have any questions?
Sir,
Till now you have any questions? Yeah.
sir, in this pattern, where should we have to buy, sir? In which point?
Head and shoulder or double. So in any pattern,
This
think of
universal
this neckline.
head and shoulders.
So head and shoulder, this is the neckline. So once it crosses this part, this level, you can put a buy order here, and this will be your stop loss. Why this will be your stop loss? Because if this again gets breached, that means again it is forming lower low. So as per Dow theory, it will be in downtrend now, right? So how many of you know this concept of stop loss? How many of you know the concept of stop loss? Only two? Sayyid, okay. So idea of stop loss is that more than this, you don't want to lose your capital, right? So we put stop loss because you have identified it is not going in your direction the way you predicted. So it is, sometimes it is okay to accept loss, that okay, we are wrong, and exit the market, right? If I guess Achal was with me in the live trade, right? So I had my stop loss in the system, and even I guess Achal was asking me that time why we have put the stop loss and where, right? Because if that points crosses, our analysis is negated. The moment your analysis get negated, it's best to leave the market and exit the position, right? So these are reversal patterns. Head and shoulder, double top, rising wedge, falling wedge, or all are reversal patterns. They show that the market is reversing, right? Reversing is, that means if market is going up, it will start coming down. So these are reversal patterns. Then there are continuation patterns. Continuation patterns are market is going high, again it is consolidating, and it is forming a consolidation, but we don't know whether this is a distribution or accumulation, right? Whether this is a distribution or accumulation, we don't know. If it comes below this point, then we can say it was a distribution, but it crosses this point, this part, then that means again we are continuing the pattern, right? So whatever this length was, the same length you can get it as a target. So this will be your target now, right? And if the market has covered 50 points, you can expect the market will again go up by 50 points because there are fresh buyers in this zone, right? So entire thing, everything depends on the supply and demand concept of economics, right? So this is why I told you in my first session why economics is important, right? So this is the reason. So now these patterns, these second patterns are all continuation patterns. So if you are trading, so reversal patterns are very good to trade. Flag patterns, these are very good to trade. And these triangles are very good to trade. I am not very keen in pennant patterns because sometimes pennant patterns gives false signals, right? So it is better to avoid those patterns. But if you get a mastery of identifying setups, chart patterns, nothing like it, right? So we'll now check some live charts. How many of you want to check live charts? So this is the theory. This is the end of theory, right? You you have any specific demand that I should check any specific stock, anything? So see, this is a rectangle pattern. You could see, I'll show you one pattern. So check this. This is a rectangle pattern, right? It is a continuation pattern.
Excuse me,
Price
sir.
coming from bottom, consolidating, again going higher, or falling, consolidating, coming down.
Excuse
So
me,
this
sir.
is accumulation. This is a distribution, right? So this is the rectangle pattern. I'll show you the rectangle pattern because I could spot it easily now. See this part. Are you able to see rectangle? Right. So market has come from here and now trading in the same rectangle.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes. Ask me questions. Yeah, you can go ahead.
So
You can
why
ask-
Head and Shoulders? Why not Pantene or other brands, sir?
So it is not based on brand. It is a pattern, right? So why Head and Shoulder? I'll tell you why.
Okay. Sir.
I'll show you the pattern why. So we were looking at this pattern, right? This was your head and shoulder. So this is your left shoulder. This is your head. This is again your right shoulder. So can you see there is a human-like figure? So it is Head and Shoulder and not Pantene, right? Because from Pantene we could not identify a pattern.
Okay.
Did I
Okay.
answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So I know you wanted to crack a joke, but I like questions like this. So don't worry. If you have similar questions, you can ask me. I don't mind answering this.
Thank you, sir.
Till the time you are learning, right? Till the time you are learning. So I'm a difficult professor to crack, huh? Because if you crack joke, I'll crack a joke again. So I know that there are few professors who get annoyed after these jokes, but no worries. So now if you see, this is a rectangle pattern which is in formation, right? So now let us start identifying patterns. Can you all switch on your cameras? It's very boring to share something which is interesting to just alphabets, because I am not able to get your expressions. For a professor, it's very important to understand your expressions, right? From there itself, we understand whether we could make out whether you have understood or not, right? So you have, can everybody switch on their cameras? I want to see you everybody once. Can everybody switch on their cameras? Everybody switch on their cameras. I want to see you all. Because it's very difficult to, if you meet me somewhere in Mysore, in some cafe or somewhere, I won't be able to recognize you all, right? But you would be able to recognize me. So it's unfair, no? Does everybody has switched on their cameras? No, very few. From next time, we'll allow only students who are keeping their cameras on. Yeah. Because this also shares that you're interested in the session, right? I'm okay if only 2 or 3 are attending. I'm okay with that. But I want you all to understand what I'm teaching, right? Or else it doesn't make sense. I'm also wasting my time. You're also wasting your time, right? You could do more good work in this 1.5 hour, right? So why waste each other's time, right? Okay, so we got a breakout. Are you able to see my screen? See, we're looking at this pattern, right? See, it gave a breakout. This was your buying entry. See at what speed it went up. Are you able to see the charts?
Yes, sir.
Is it interesting or you're getting bored? Is it interesting or you're getting bored?
Like graphs, sir.
Huh?
We'll see graphs of real companies.
Real companies, yeah. So you tell me which you want to see. So right now it was Nifty. So I trade Nifty. So Nifty charts are open. You tell me which chart you want to check.
Sir, Ruchi Soya.
Ruchi Soya. It's a fraud company, but you want to check, so I'll open it. You know, Ruchi Soya is a subsidiary
Patanjali, sir.
of Patanjali, and the owners now don't have. They have only 10% ownership. 90% ownership is with Patanjali, and Patanjali is not a listed company. So there are high amount of chances that money can siphon out of this company. Yeah. So again, so whenever you see lines like this, there is only dash, right? That means there are no buyers and seller. So this is a stock with low volume, right? Whenever you see such dash, there are only hyphens, right? This says that there is no volume in this stock. Volume means there are no enough buyer and seller. So there is high amount of chances that pattern will fail often here. So if you see, this is one
Sir,
shoulder,
is it,
this is head, again shoulder, again left shoulder, and breach of this.
Excuse me, sir.
So you can sell this. Right. So this is head and shoulder pattern.
Sir, is it advisable
It is
to
not
buy these
advisable.
kind of stocks?
No, not advisable. Not advisable at all.
But it's
The
quick money, no, sir.
the owners of the company should own at least 50% or 40% of the company. Right. And rest of the stakes should be in free float. Free float is where you can buy or sell. Right. Right now, 90%, sorry, 10% shares are in free float. Free float means it's in stock market. So you can trade only 10% in stock market. 10% are with promoters and 80% of the stocks are with Patanjali. So you never know what this 80% stock Patanjali is thinking, because they are the highest owners of this company. Next day, what if they shut the company? You lose all entire your money, right? So at least, so the thumb rule should be at least 40% share, 30 to 40% share should be with promoters, and 30 to 40% shares should be in free float. Right. Free float means trading in stock market. So 32 and rest, roughly 20 to 30% can be with other promoters. Other promoters means investors.
So where will we get this information, sir?
You can track it from, there is a website called Ticker Tape. So I was checking for credit ACC. This was in my buy list. Right. So there is something called holdings. So you can come here and you can check. So what is the total holdings? So the total promoters holding is 74%, mutual funds are 6%, foreign institution are 10%, and retail and others are 9%. Right. So whatever mutual funds, this total, mutual fund, domestic institution, foreign institution, and retail, this is a free float. So they are holding 70%, which is good. No problem in that. Right, because promoters are holding. Let's say companies like Hero Moto. See, promoters are holding 30 to 70%. Rest is being holded by either mutual funds, domestic institutions, foreign institutions, or retail investors. Right. So you want something like this. So let's check Ruchi Soya. So if you check, so total promoter holding is 98%, and only 1% people are retail investors. Right. Why this is 98%? Because Patanjali and everybody is holding. Right. Only 1% is in free float. So they have the entire autonomy to shift market, to shift their stock. You don't know, there might be insider trading happening in this stock. They can push the stock anywhere. Right. So it is not advisable to trade in a stock which is low volume, where free float is very less. So if you can check any good stock, let's say Bharti Airtel, so they'll have somewhere the holdings should be between, see, the same ratio, 55%. Good stock. Right. Okay. Any stock, anything else you want to check? Any other stock?
Sir, TCS.
TCS. So the lines, that the green, blue, and red line is a moving average. Right. So I'll remove the moving average. So which pattern we are able to identify? Let's check. One, there is a double top
Double
pattern.
top.
Yeah, this is a double top pattern. Right. Again, this was the breach. and market fell down, the stock fell down, right? So what should be your target? If this is your stop loss, the distance between this is the same distance it will take, right? So this part will be your stop loss, this part will be your target, right? So generally it depends on what momentum it is forming, right? Sometimes you'll get this distance also, you may get it from this point, it may come down till here also, right? But if you see on a longer time frame, if you see more candles, this is one bottom, again one more top, again trying to come here. So if this level is getting breached, so this is a bigger double top, right? You're able to see double tops. The
Yes,
moment
sir.
it crosses this level, right, TCS will become weak. There are higher chances that TCS may come down.
Sir, will it fall now?
Right now it is in consolidation zone. So it is consolidating. Consolidating is a stage where you don't either buy or you don't sell. Right. But there is some interesting thing. There is a
Sir, will we see a dip in the near future?
so there is a trend line which this trend line has broken. Right. Right. Now same pattern. Just look at this. Coming down in a range, now again gave the sell. Right. So this is one more pattern. Right. Which pattern is this? Where is flag pattern? Falling wedge, rising wedge. There is no flag pattern. Okay. Let me check the other picture which I shared with you. Yeah. So right now, here also we don't have a flag pattern. So are you able to see this image? This image, this one.
Yes, sir.
This image, right? Market was somewhere here, came again, started going high and coming down, right?
Yes, sir.
So right now, TCS is forming like this. Are you able to relate it? Came down, consolidating, again gave a break, right? So again, TCS has become weak. Till the time it doesn't reaches somewhere this level or this level, right? Till the time you can short TCS. You can hold a short position. Yeah. So Preetham is asking, we all know how bulls make profit. How about bears? Uh, yeah. So if you're short on, if your view is negative on this stock, then you can trade in futures. So you can short here. Short means you first sell. So let's say you have sold here at this level. You have sold here, which was 3166, and you're expecting a target of this, let's say 2864. So you have sold here and you will again buy back. So you will again push a buy order. So we call it a square off. The technical term is square off, right? So you create a position of short. So this trade is known as short trade, right? You first sell and then you buy, because your buying price should be less than your selling price. So here the selling price was 3166 and your buying is 2864, right? So this difference, whatever difference is this is your profit, right? And you can do it by trading in, let's say, TCS. So you can open TCS May future. So this is the May future contract, right? And you can go here and you can short this. You can create, if you have a limit order, put a limit order or sell, and you can sell this. If you click sell, it will get sold. And again, you can buy once your target is achieved. Am I able to answer you, Pritam? Anyone has any questions? Any questions, any doubts? Ranjit, you want to ask anything?
Sir, will we see a dip in the near future?
We might see. So Nifty is correcting. So that was my view, that Nifty is correcting. So we might see a dip.
How bad the dip will be, sir?
Yeah. So right now we cannot say how big the dip will be, but might be decent enough. But it's not the right time that you short the market. You have to wait. So see, this was our triangle pattern. See how well it played out. We were analyzing this same pattern. It gave a breakout, still trading above. Now see, it has created a higher low. This was the first low. Again low. Again low. So these are all higher lows, right? And we knew that the breakout will be bullish. And so now if you have entered here, and this was your earlier stop loss, now you can trail your stop loss here. So this becomes your trailing stop loss, so that you are in the position to book profits. Right. So one pattern has played out in live market. So right, every time the chart will form one or the other pattern. Now it is on you how you recognize it, how well you recognize it. More better you recognize it, more chances of you getting profitable. So if you are looking at trading charts and trading markets, I'll recommend that you always trade based on patterns, not indicators. If you check YouTube videos, there will be many people suggesting that the moving average and all this, if this goes higher, this goes below. There is indicators like RSI, ADX. So with combination, they'll give you a strategy. But those strategies are false strategies. Everything in market will function as per the buyers and sellers. So indicators are formed based on the prices that are getting plotted, because it's a mathematical calculation, right? So it will get the entire calculation will happen once the pattern is formed, right? So it is better to trade price itself. So the method that I'm sharing you is known as price action trading. So that's the best way to go ahead if you're looking at trading markets or investment. Yeah. Do you have any questions? You want to ask anything to me? You have any questions you want to ask? No questions? So this was today's session. I only wanted to introduce you to different type of chart patterns and how they play out in market, and the different scenario on which you can trade. So this was today's session. So we'll again connect back to you tomorrow at 12. And if you have any questions, you are free to ask me questions. And if you want to see any live trade session, maybe we might get an opportunity. So if this has given a good breakout, that means other chart might be also in verge of giving some breakouts. So I was checking the Nifty chart on open. This is the point and figure chart. So again, it has given a breakout, very good swing. So right now Nifty is bullish till the time this level is getting holded. So again, I trade in option chart. So options are in full swing, full buy. So right now Nifty is trading at 625. So we'll change this chart to Nifty call 14650. Right. So if you see, this is a proper ascending triangle pattern. Did you see this is a triangle which is formed? This triangle got formed on OHLC chart and it gave a breakout at this level. Right. Are you able to look at the charts? Are you able to correlate it?
Yes, sir.
Right. This was exactly this triangle pattern. This triangle pattern it formed. Right. Came down, form a pattern, broke this. Right. So you have to take trade when the trades are getting initiated. So right now it is in buying momentum. So we'll wait. The moment it comes to column of red and again goes column of X, we will buy. So from here I'm expecting it should come to column of O and again create this. So if you mark on this chart, this was the first low, this was a high. This is a lower, higher low. This point is higher high. So what I want, see, this is started forming. So I want this low and again a high, right? So we are trading Dow theory.
Sir, at what point will you buy, sir?
What point I'll buy? I'll buy this at 75.82. So this point, are you able to see DTP value? There is DTB. So this DTP value is 75.8. So I'll push an order at 76. The condition is this low should not get breached, or else the Dow theory will not function here, right? Because now it will create a double top if this crosses down, right? So whenever there is a double top, let's say this price again went up, double top came down, right? Then again one more top, and then here it gave a breakout. So this was a triangle breakout, but we don't know whether it will form a triangle or it will come in downtrend. So our trading should be objective. So this double top buy I'll buy, and this will be the stop loss. If this goes higher and forms a new high, my stop loss will be this part.
Okay, sir.
Now it has formed a high pole. High pole shows that there is a weakness at this level. I'll check the candlestick chart. See. Now it has formed one round. Now if it goes higher, again forms a new round. At this breach will sell the market. So you'll get multiple opportunities in market.
So it will fall now, sir?
Huh?
It will fall.
It will fall if this level is breached. It will fall if this level is breached. It will be buy. Below this, it will be sell.
Okay, sir.
And again, if we are getting this double top, which is 76, so it is getting ready. This is 650 call. A double top buy is 76. So we'll wait for double top buy. So double top buy will only happen if on this chart, this level is breached. You're able to see the line where I'm drawing.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see all the charts?
Yes, sir.
If this is breached, we'll get a double top buy. So see, it has crossed 76.5. Anyone of you have any question that you want to ask me?
No, sir.
No questions? So we'll wait for this chart. This should give a breakout now. So this is the level that it should cross. Right. And if you see, this is on a very small pattern. This is a triangle pattern. And this low becomes very important. So it has to hold this low. Am I very quick with the teaching? So we'll wait for this. If this breaks out, and we'll see what's happening here now. Now I don't only check candlestick chart. I also check the open interest chart. So this is the open interest chart. So which is also sharing you that it's a buy trigger. Even 650 chart is buy trigger. So now it has shifted to column of O. Right. So this low is very important. We have to protect this low. Till the time this low is intact, will take this trade. So my entry got triggered now. It crossed the 76. So I'm long in market now. So I got the entry because the 76 was triggered here. It created an X, but it didn't lock. But that's fine. Again 76 crossed. So In this chart, it is trying to come out of this pattern. So let's see. So again, same pattern. Distribution happening in this range. A break again, accumulation happening, going up, again accumulation or distribution, we don't know. If this gets breached, it is distribution. If this gets breached, it is accumulation. Right. So we are looking at these two charts. We're not looking at these two charts. So for the ease, I'll close this so that we can have bigger charts. You're able to see the charts clearly now? We are waiting for this breach to happen, this top part. So this is the game of patience. Now we have to wait to see what's happening. And my stop loss is 66. If 66 gets triggered, I'll get out of the trade and I'll again wait for re-entry. So the stop loss is this low. If this gets breached, I'll exit the trade and again look for re-entry. So that will be my stop loss for this trade. So it's very near to stop loss, might hit the stop loss. Okay, so my stop loss got triggered. It came below this line. So which is again in this zone. So till the time it doesn't cross this zone, we'll wait for entry. Yeah. Any questions that you want to ask me? Anything that you want to ask? Any questions? So, okay, we'll wrap up the session. So it was nice interacting with you. Again, we'll catch up tomorrow at 12 to 1:30. Okay, see you all tomorrow. Thank you for
Yes, sir.
attending. Yeah, see you.
Bye, sir.